This is UMAR AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm at a press conference in Liverpool for the March 30th show. Liam Smith v Sam Eggington. I'm joined by big heavyweight David Price. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, so obviously, as Eddie said, it's been up and down for you. The Povetkin loss, the Kuzmin loss. Obviously, you weren't ready for that. And then your fight against Tom Little last time. A lot of controversy in that. Looking back at it, what did you make of that stoppage?
For me, it weren't really controversial as people are making out. I mean, I can understand Tom's grievances because, you know, he's a fighter and he wants the chance to fight on, but the fight was more or less, the writing was on the wall, and it was only going to end in one way. Now, look, Tom's got that to you know, be unhappy about and carry that frustration forward. So I'd rather he have that than the disappointment of you know, being counted out on his back, because I do believe that was what was about to happen. So the controversy thing is, it doesn't mean anything to me really, and obviously I'm ready to move on to the next fight.
Opponent-wise, what are we looking at?
I'm assuming a step up from Tom. We haven't spoke of any names yet. It's still like 9 weeks away, innit? You know, as long as someone's tied in for 8 weeks out and they've got adequate time to prepare. But then you know, it is a 10-rounder on the undercard of the show, so you've got to take into account the budget of things, and so you can't expect any you know, big well-known names, I'd imagine. But there'll be someone good enough to come in and make a real fight of it.
Eddie said in a press conference there that you're one win away, or one or two wins away from putting yourself up there with the likes of Dylan White, even perhaps. How do you feel about that?
Well, that's the nature of the heavyweight division, isn't it? You know, like I said, up on the top table, we all need dance partners. There's that many bigger names out there now in the heavyweight division. They're not all going to fight each other at once. They're all going to want to fight fighters who they see as a bit of an easier touch type of thing, and I probably fall into that category. So there will be opportunities, and it's exciting to think that way. It's promising, you know. 1 or 2 wins could find myself in a massive fight.
There are a lot of people, Dave, on Twitter that say, you know, you're past it and you should retire. How do you sort of respond to that?
There's nothing I can really say to that really. If they think I should retire, that's their opinion. And at the end of the day, I'm the one who took the decision to start boxing. And you know, I haven't just appeared here all of a sudden. I've had a long road in this sport. I've done a hell of a lot from the age of 14, and more than people will ever know. And been through ups and downs, and you know, a lot mentally, which a lot of fighters do. So for someone to sit behind a keyboard and say you need to retire, I'm not gonna listen to any of that. If someone close to me had the same conversation, then I would listen to that. But that hasn't happened. You know, I've got my faculties are intact. I'm coming into my prime as a man, emotionally and mentally and physically. So it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really make any difference to me. And I don't read Twitter most of the time. Sometimes I will go on. You know, why would I want to read things like that? They're planting seeds of doubt, and you know, I don't need any of that shit.
Fair enough. I spoke to Dave Allen 2 days ago. He says obviously he's got his fight with Lucas Browne coming up. Hasn't been confirmed. Firstly, how do you think Dave gets on with Lucas Browne?
I think Dave Allen will beat Lucas Browne. If they're going to fight, are they? They're going to fight each other. Yeah, I think Dave Allen will beat Lucas Browne. I think he's younger and probably got more in the tank. But it's going to be an interesting fight. It'll be a good fight to watch. But yeah, I could see Dave Allen coming out on top.
If he does come out on top and your prediction's right, do you fancy a fight with Dave Allen?
Yeah, definitely. Whoever wins that fight, I'd be happy to fight either of them. Before Christmas, before the Tom Little fight, I did say, you know, ideally next year it'd be Lucas Browne, Dave Allen, maybe the Christian Hammer at the end of the year, and that'd still be great. But that hasn't worked out. I'm fighting on this, but then I could fight the winner of that. So, like I said, these fights, there's that many heavyweights out there. It's all happening. And I can get my name in the mix. People are still interested one way or another, either way with myself. So until, you know, while that lasts, I'll still get involved in decent fights, as long as I keep getting results.
Well, hopefully it works out for you, David. Just one last one. A lot going on with Anthony Joshua. We don't know his opponent, whether he's going to fight on April 13th. Who do you see as the top dog in the division at the moment? Fury, Wilder, or Joshua?
Right now, Anthony Joshua's probably looking at the sport as a whole and realising how fickle fans can be, because he's gone from being the golden boy to you know, who everyone loves, and people are starting to go against him, side with Tyson Fury, and you know, I wouldn't take that personal on his part. It's just the nature of human beings. You know, they get bored of seeing someone succeed and being liked by everyone else, so they decide to turn on them. And that's what I think is happening with Anthony Joshua. You know, to expect him to go from fighting as mandatory against Povetkin straight into a Deontay Wilder fight, and all the bollocks in the press about negotiations, this, that and the other. You've got to understand that boxers do have egos, especially world champion fighters. It's not that easy to make a unification fight between two heavyweights who are undefeated. You know, they both think they deserve more than the other, and for years that's why fights have taken ages to build, and like Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, it's about egos. You know, why should I play to his tune type of thing. So that's what I feel has happened with Anthony Joshua, and I think, as it stands, on current form, I'd have Joshua at number one, followed by Fury, followed by Wilder. But I do think out of the three, Tyson Fury is the one who'd come on top. But I'm only saying Joshua because he's got the better form going. You know, he's had some great wins since the Klitschko fight, especially. He's had the Takam win, Parker, Povetkin. All good wins. So Fury's had the draw with Wilder, where he was brilliant, but I'd sit Joshua still at the top just.
David Price, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV.
Thanks.